Impz です。What's up? こんにちは。So, I got my camera set up and stuff, and I think I just might as well do another video. So I just wanted to talk about an experience I had recently, and basically there was a job ad for this translator to translate Japanese manga into English. And I've done translation work before, I'm not a full-time translator or anything, but I've done it, part-time and stuff like that, freelance. So, and I like manga, and yeah, I figured, what the hell, give it a shot, So I applied for the job, and then they sent me this test. It was 2 hours, and I had to do some translation and answer a few questions and stuff. Actually, I failed the test. But anyway, let me talk about 3 things that I discovered doing that test about translation of Japanese manga into English. So I discovered 3 things that I would have to overcome to pass the test, I think. So, first off, I'll be honest with you, I have never read Japanese manga in English. I've read them only in Japanese. I've read, Spider-Man and X-Men or whatever in English. I've done that. But I've never read Japanese manga in English, like Dragon Ball in English. I've never done that. But I think that was a disadvantage for me. I should have read more manga in English, Japanese manga in English. The reason being is it would give me an idea of what publishers are looking for. Because at the moment, I was just, translating in my own words and stuff. But, maybe, I guess there's some accepted practices, accepted words that usually appear, So, and there's a certain style to it. So it would have helped if I was more familiar with Japanese manga written in English. So I guess that's one mission for me. I should read more manga in English. So that was one thing. So I was not prepared for that. Also, there was another thing I wasn't prepared for, which is translating sounds. And I read manga in Japanese, and there's those sounds, like do 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 do, or ba 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 ba, or whatever. The katakana words ba 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 is around the sounds, or sounds of whatever happening. And then I usually, to be honest, when I read manga, I don't pay attention to the sounds much. It's just okay, there's a sound, but I don't really look deeply into it. But when translating into English, the company really wants us to translate those sounds, like do 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 ba 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 or whatever, put it into English. And yeah, like I said, I have never read manga in English, so I'm not sure what words they would use to express that. So that was another thing. So translating sounds in the Japanese manga I thought was very difficult, especially the sounds. Because 1, I usually ignore them anyway. 2, I've never read English in manga in English, so I don't know exactly what words they're looking for. And it was quite a surprise. So if I want to become a translator of manga into Japanese manga into English, I have to master translation of sounds. Well, I discovered that. It's interesting. Then there's one more thing. Well, I kind of knew this before, but basically, Japanese has 3 ways of writing, 4 ways of writing, or whatever. Hiragana, katakana, kanji, and romaji. But translating katakana words and you don't know the context is very hard. I mean, I've done translation before and it was hard then. So, katakana words are difficult, especially if you don't know the context. And then I had some kind of European royalty something. I had to translate these names that I'm totally not familiar with, and that was difficult. If I read the manga before, if I know the story, if that kind of, I saw the anime or something, then I can kind of imagine more. But they just gave me a random manga that I've never read in my life, and that was quite difficult. So katakana words in translation prove a challenge, I think. So that was the 3 things I discovered about this test. I mean, honestly, when you translate, at the beginning, if you have no context and the things you're translating you're not familiar with, it is extremely difficult, I think. But once you get used to it, to the industry words, to the common words that always appear in this genre, translation gets much easier, because the same words appear again and again, and then once you get familiar with these words, translation becomes much easier. But for the test, I had no idea what they're sending. And like I said, I never read manga in English, so that's a problem. And I wasn't ready for translating those sounds, because I usually don't pay attention to those sounds anyway. And katakana words caught me. It was difficult. It was difficult to translate, especially the names. But yeah, anyway, that's my feeling. So for those of you who want to be translators, if you prepare like that, maybe you get a better chance than me. But anyway, I might try again. I might not. But I should start reading manga in English though. Yeah. Anyway, that was my experience with this translation test. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, some of you may be translators, professional translators. Some of you have already maybe done this kind of stuff. Some of you read manga in English all the time. Great. If you have any questions, comments, advice, or whatever, drop them down below. I'll be happy to hear from you and check out your comments and questions. And if you're interested in translation, good luck. I hope you can do it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. And see you again soon. どうもありがとうございます。また会いましょう。じゃあね。うっす。うっす。